evening. This is 15 Minutes Daily News Dip with Conservative Video Dipper here. Donald Trump has announced that he is going to pay TSA no matter what Congress says. 61,000 TSA member people or employees are missing their paychecks. 5 TSA workers have quit. And yes, we still also have to remember that at one point, Elon Musk did say that he was going to help TSA. Now, the biggest question here, ladies and gentlemen, as I pack a dip and hope you pack one with me, is when will the Democrats finally start working with the Republicans to get this all settled and done? And speaking of TSA, there is purported reports that ICE will possibly be now located in airports. And also stationed in there. A lot of Democrats are not happy about this, nor do they like this, but Donald Trump says it feels like it must be done. But going back to TSA, not only do we ask when will TSA finally have their paychecks and be able to work and have not just that ability to work with not having no pay, but actually get paid. And will they get paid for the work that they have done since they have not been able to get paid? Cheers. And if there is no compensation, then there must be a reason. Why is there no compensation? And what must we do to help compensate them for the work that they have already done while not being able to have their paychecks? As we all know, it more than likely is possibly illegal to do that. But a lot of TSA workers are dedicated to their job and dedicated to what they do. And they don't care if they don't some get paid or not. They want to be able to do their job. Which we thank you and salute to all the TSA members that are continuing to work without pay. And we hope that at some point the Democrats will come to an agreement with the Republican and align themselves with being able to help TSA workers be able to get their paychecks and be able to have everything go back to normal. Some people fear that this might not end very well the way that Trump wants it because Congress is not wanting to pay out of certain expenses or certain money that should not be allegedly used for that funding. But Trump feels that it is possibly more necessary than anything right now and adequate timing to be able to help these TSA members be able to be paid because they are past due payment. Now, the other thing is that some people may ask is, well, since they haven't been paid but they're still working, how does that allegedly work with taxes? Even though it's not tax season yet. But what do? That we do not know. And we are not sure how that will come about and what necessary steps they have to do to file when they file their taxes and they have to tell the people, if they're having people help them with their taxes, have to explain that because of the government shutdown, maybe that might give them a little leeway to an excusement of not having their tax stubs and stuff. We don't know quite yet really what will happen. We do hope that at some point in time that again they can be able to continue to do what they need to do. A lot of the TSA members and also people at the airport, you will notice that it is taking a long time to go through TSA because of this situation and because of what is happening right now, which is one of the things that people are starting to not just notice but be frustrated with a lot more. And I'm sure our government knows that and sees that and are aware of that. And this is why I think now Donald Trump, our president, has made that decision to finally say whatever Congress says, I'm going to pay these people. I'm going to pay TSA. To heck with what Congress says. Now, some could say that is not a smart idea from Trump, and others may disagree and say, well, that's an absolute smart idea because TSA members should get paid. They shouldn't be working if they're not getting paid. Correct. But, again, there are TSA members that are having to do it because it is their job and the airport really needs them. The airport needs TSA members to be there. And without TSA, the airport would be a complete catastrophe. So, again, we do think the men and women that are doing their due diligence and working without pay. And we are sorry that this is happening. And we hope that at some point, the Democrats not only will come to a certain agreement, but find a way to be able to not sit there and have any more problems and continue to try to just bicker between the Republicans about certain payments and stuff like TSA problems. Because this is more issues that we Americans do not need to be dealing with. And it is something that obviously we know the Democrats are really well known to do, is bicker between the Republicans and sometimes amongst themselves, which does not make the Democrats look any better. We hope that at some point the 500 TSA members that have allegedly quit will hopefully come back and continue to work for TSA. As we all know right now, we are in a very difficult time with the war with Iran, which Trump has been talking with the Iranian leaders, and everything going on now in our own country. It is a tough time. But, ladies and gentlemen, have faith and know that hopefully soon it will all come to a great closure where America will be better and prosperous for everyone. But there are questions as to what if Congress denies Trump their payment. Then they would possibly have to continue to work without payment. And probably a couple more hundred TSA members might walk away, leaving airports very backed up and clogged up to the point where it's going to be a catastrophe for them, where they will be desperate for people to help and work. And we hope that that does not come to that conclusion, but we hope that Congress will pass a bill or pass something that will lighten TSA a little bit up and make TSA be able to have more employees come back that may have walked away. Another thing is, will these possible TSA members that have been working without pay possibly maybe get a bonus? Probably very doubtful, but that would be something definitely that I think these TSA members that have continued to work without pay do deserve a little extra time when it comes down to everything is settled and the dust has finally settled. Hopefully they can get a little time off and a little bonus, because they do deserve it, in my opinion, for their hard work and their hard dedication. And we again appreciate that hard work and dedication. Some people are fearful going back to the ICE allegedly, purportedly now being located in airports, are fearful of it and wondering why. Is this a good idea? As we all know, ICE is going to do their job. And I think, honestly, we can say that ICE will help a little bit, hopefully, with certain issues that are needed to be dealt with, especially in the airport. And that would be good to have more security. Now, especially during this time where less TSA agents are being paid and 500 have purportedly been walked off or have walked off, this would be something I think definitely that the airports will benefit from. It does not mean that ICE will be doing the alleged job of TSA, but they will be there again as doing their own job. Hopefully, again, this will settle down and come to that closure. But people do wonder, not only is it just a good idea, but why should we have ICE agents there? To help continue with enforcing custom and helping keep America safe. That is what ICE is there to do. And they will be there to do their job and their due diligence. Some people may worry that ICE may just start harassing people randomly. No, that will be false, because we know that ICE is not going to do that. We know that ICE is going to do what they have to do to enforce law. And that means if ICE does possibly or potentially have to do a little bit of what TSA does, then so be it. Hopefully not, but we will see. In the conclusive hour of our program, I would like to thank all of you for joining this program. And as always, don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. Go to Conservative Newswave for more news. And join my Rumble channel, Conservative Video Dipper. And join my Twitter account, Conservative Video Dipper. And as always, this has been Conservative Video Dipper with the 15-minute daily news dip.